students. In this video, we are going to discuss about sustainable development, conservation and preservation of natural resources and steps taken to protect environment. So, chapter name is Economic Liberalization and Globalization, in which we have already discussed about liberalization, privatization and globalization. So, this is abbreviated form of this LPG reform is known as LPG reforms, which was done in 1991. Who was the Prime Minister at that time? So, answer is P.V. Narasimha Rao, and Finance Minister was Manmohan Singh. Okay. What is the definition, which is most important for your exam, because every year out of these three, one question can be came from this portion. So, liberalization is government gradually reduced restriction imposed on a private sector that encourage economic development is known as a liberalization. Once again, government gradually decrease or reduce restriction which is imposed on in a private sector, so that lead to the economic development. It is known as a liberalization. Second is a privatization. Government either keep management with themselves and transfer ownership to the private sector, or transfer ownership to the private sector or keeps management with them is known as a privatization. And last and most important, globalization, when one country's economy is connected with other countries' economy is known as a globalization. So, because of this globalization, goods, service and labors can be easily transferred from one country to another country, that lead to the economic development, or seen a quite hike in economic development due to this LPG reforms. Okay, then and after we have seen about WTO, World Trade Organization. Okay, and the headquarter of this World Trade Organization is in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay, today our next topic is sustainable development. Why this sustainable development is needed? Because when there is a thief in the society, so then and why we have to need a police, like that. So, if there is a pollution and environment deteriorating or degradation, so then and why we have to protect the environment. That's why sustainable development concept was arise. So, what is the definition, and most important for your exam, what is sustainable development? So, sustainable development is the development which meets the need of a present generation without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. Suppose you are using some natural resources today, so it meets your natural need or present need or your present generation need. And you have to remember that you have to judicial or use that natural resources very judicially or wisely to ensure that it is not compromise the ability of a future generation to meet that future generations own need. ओके, वंस अगेन सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट एक ऐसा डेवलपमेंट है जो इसमें आपकी प्रेजेंट जनरेशन की जो नीड है वो फुलफिल हो विदाउट फ्यूचर जनरेशन की नीड को कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ किए बिना. सो इट इज़ अ very well developed and important concept. So the idea of sustainable development is developed because extreme effect can be seen on a nature near human habitation. When human lived, so around that there is a natural or a nature, so there is a quite a destructive effect can be seen on this nature near human habitation and man created cover. In another term, it can be said that this sustainable development idea is developed because extreme or destructive effect can be seen on a environment. So sustainable development's indirect concept is to protect the environment, means the natural resources used we have to use in a manner to fulfill our present need without compromising future needs. So it is the indirect concept of this sustainable development. The way and the speed with which present generation is developing, it cannot maintain the future. So this is a very much true that जिस स्पीड से हम जा रहे हैं, so our present generation is developing, it is okay, but it couldn't maintain the future generations need. Okay, today we have used, most of the people use their own vehicle or a bike. So in future the natural resources means non-renewable resources like petroleum and that cannot be available. So that's why you will be seeing the most of the people used bicycle or whatever other equipment. So it couldn't maintain the future generations need. Next, this lead to the fear that luxurious which present generation is enjoying may not be there for future generations. So whatever things or luxurious things which today we are enjoying, so it may be fear that the future generation or for that these basic needs future generation have been not able to use these basic needs. Okay. Fourth, tremendous decrease in natural resources can be seen because due to the economic development and the quality of natural resources is also deteriorating. So this sustainable development goal is mostly affect the environment, and second is the non-renewable resources. This is directly affected to the environment and non-renewable resources. So there is a tremendous decrease in natural resources can be seen. Because of that, there is a economic development and quality of an environment is also deteriorating. So we have to change the idea of a development. That's why the concept of a sustainable development is arise. Okay. Next, conservation and preservation of natural resources. Okay, in a which way we should conserve the nature. That's why that fulfill our present need, and also future generation don't have to compare with their future generations need. So first, the renewable natural resources. Okay, one thing is what is renewable and non-renewable resources. So those resources, once which is over, so it is made up within a 1 year or a 2 year. What is renewable resources? Once this resources is over, that can be made up into the next 2 or 3 years. But what is non-renewable resources? Once this resources is over or finished, it can take up 5 to 6,000 years, and which is next to impossible for us. So first point said that the renewable natural resources, example farm, forest and water, should be used in a way that their quality is maintained. Means what the first point said, if we have a renewable resources, so we don't have a fear of any type that these resources is not getting over any time. So we have to use, means हम जैसे चाहे वैसे उसको यूज कर सकते हैं. So that is not a way to use that resources. So renewable natural resources should be used in a way that their quality is maintained. So when we use these resources in a destructive way, so what that lead to the quality problem for future generation. So इसका यूज ऐसे करो कि क्वालिटी मेंटेन रहे. एंड फॉर नॉन रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज वी हैव टू यूज जुडिशियली दिस नॉन रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज. सो फ्यूचर जनरेशन couldn't have to compromise with this non-renewable resources. Second, industrial location chosen on the basis of a lesser transportation. Okay, suppose we have a sugar, we have produced sugar cane from making sugar out of the sugar cane. So industry's location should be very near around the field of this sugar cane, because within when we cut the sugar cane, then within 1 day it will be dry. So and the other benefit of this sugar canes or any other industry which is established near the industrial sector, so the lesser transportation, on the transportation cost will be very low. So industrial location should be choose on the basis of a lesser transportation, and sincere attempts should be done to achieve eco-friendly development. Sincere attempts should be done to achieve a eco-friendly development. Third, those resources which can be used in more than one way should be utilized in a different way, such a different irrigation system are utilized for more than one purpose. Okay, those resources which can be used for more than one purpose, we have to use that type of resources in a very good amount. So one example is given is a different irrigation system. So this irrigation system is also helpful for irrigation. Second one is producing electricity. Third one is flood control, and fourth is transportation, etc. Means water transportation or water route. Okay, so fourth point, natural resources should not be wasted, because it is very important for us and also future generation. Second, control should be laid on unplanned disposal of industrial waste, poisonous chemical and increasing slum, etc. This is okay, but second point, the control should be laid. Government also made some act on this industrial waste, poisonous chemicals and increasing slums. So, this point is also said that strict action should be laid on unplanned disposal of industrial waste. These industrial waste have some nuclear waste also. So, the nuclear waste disposal should be made in a way that any person couldn't get a contact with that, because a person get a contact with this nuclear waste, it can lead to the problem of cancer. So, that is why. Fifth, stress should be laid on the use of non-conventional energy resources. Okay, most of the time this point is included in many sustainable development concept, because non-conventional energy resources is very safe to use, and also their cost is very less, like a solar and wind energy. Okay, so this is the conservation and preservation of our natural resources. Last, steps taken to protect environment. Okay, there have been done so many conferences and organizations also established to protect our environment at a global level and at a national level. So, peoples or most of the country trying to protect the environment at a global and also at a national level. So, first, from resulting of that, Earth Conference, very important line for your exam, many times asked question from this portion. So, Earth Conference was held in Stockholm, which is the capital of Sweden, in 1972. Earth Conference was held in capital of Sweden, Stockholm, in 1972. Second, information about pollution condition of different cities of nations is presented. Okay, in this conference, information about different nations or different cities, means which cities or which nations state is most polluted. So, this information is presented in this conference. Today is air pollution or smog. This smog is a mixture of a smoke and a fog. This smog problem can be seen in Delhi during a winter time. So, government established some air purifying tower in Delhi. Okay, so Delhi is the most polluted city in India. Second, Central and State Pollution Control Board have been established. Okay, already we have a Central and State Pollution Control Board. Okay, next, 5th June is celebrated as the Environment Day worldwide. Most important, you have to remember this, 5th June is celebrated as the World Environment Day. Second, government passed Air Pollution Control Act in 1980. One question can be asked like that, Air Pollution Control Act have been passed in, so answer is 1981. Next, international agreement, or many times a country met for the declining level or a deteriorating level of ozone, or other term is ozone depletion, disposal of nuclear waste. Disposal, we have already discussed in industrial waste topic that disposal of nuclear waste, and maintenance of the solid waste, maintenance of the solid waste. This three problem can lead to the pollution in our environment which is directly or indirectly affect the human lives. So, we have seen sustainable development concept. You have to remember what is the definition. So, is a development which meet the need of a present generation without compromising the ability of a future generation. Conservation and preservation of natural resources, and last steps taken to protect environment, in which you have to remember 3 points. First, Earth Conference, which was held in 1972, the capital of Sweden, which is Stockholm. Second is 5th June is celebrated as the Environment Day worldwide, and last, Indian government passed Air Pollution Control Act in 1981. So, this is the end of our chapter number 16, Economic Liberalization and Globalization.